Yo, this is Chris Gotti, Lorenzo. And again, as always, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Giving Them the Business. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep pushing this content out for you and keeping giving you great information and great interviews. And as always, my partner, Don Dinero.
Say that, hola, Mr. Money for the Gringos, you already know, with the Buffalo Bills.
You know, these Bills have got to be stopped.
They will. Listen, we play Miami next week. That's going to be tough. They just put 70 up today on.
But I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to just bring in our guests. We have a guest that I've known for over 20 years. I was part of his boxing career. You know, we're family. This is a long time. He's got a lot of stuff going on, and I thought it would be a good time to talk to him about some of his endeavors he's taking in right now and partaking in his life after boxing. And I want to bring in Gary Kid Starks.
Hey.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
So, Kid, you know, I call him Kid. Everyone, that's his nickname, even though he's a grown-ass man. But, you know, I want to just thank you for coming on first and foremost. Second of all, I wanted to just talk about, you know, let's start from the beginning of when you started boxing and some of the trials and tribulations of that. And shout out his dad, you know, Pop, you know what I'm saying, Senior.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was the one beating your ass in the gym every day.
He beat my ass last week, too.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Yeah, he's still doing it.
Keep the good work up.
Yeah, he still puts me in timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, but what made you get into boxing first? You know what I'm saying?
My father, basically, he forced me into boxing.
He forced you in.
Yeah, he forced me, like literally, like forced me.
You know, Andre Agassi, right?
Andre
Agassi. His father forced him into tennis. He became a world champion tennis
player.
player.
So that's what I have to think of. Like my father is the boxing Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, people mad at like, oh, Joe Jackson beat the shit out of his kids and stuff like that, but look where his kids were at. You know what I'm saying? So
was it worth the ass whipping?
It was definitely worth the ass whipping. So basically my father used to be a boxer. And my father fought in like 4 Golden Gloves, Spanish gloves, and a whole bunch of gloves. And next thing you know it, he had me. So he had to find a job. So
wasn't he a correctional officer?
Yes. So he had to go into correction. So
he was on the island.
Well, yeah. So my father, when he had me, he blames me for stopping his boxing career. Because of you, I had to go.
He's the one who shot the club up.
Yeah, he did.
He shot the club up. What is he blaming you for?
He blamed me for everything. And next thing you know, when I was like 5, he put me in the boxing gym. I don't remember it. He said he used to bring me to Gleason's. He said he put me to spar.
You think he's lying?
No, I just think that I hated it so freaking much that, you know, when like those abused kids that they have stuffs in their...
So you didn't want to box?
No, I hated it. And my father used to, yo, we're going to the gym. I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to. That's when my mother and my father were still together. And I told my mom I didn't want to be a fighter. And she goes, he don't want to box. And my father called me a little bitch. And then he
that
left.
changed everything.
No. Then I was always playing baseball. So, but my father, you know what the difference was? In boxing, he would just bring me to the gym and just yell at me, right? I didn't have no friends. I can't ask one of my friends in Brooklyn, like, yo, let's go to the...
What part of Brooklyn?
Kensington.
Yeah.
So... You can't go to my friends up in Brooklyn like, yo, let's go to the park and box. No, you can't play boxing. So, but my father put me baseball at 5 years old, and I've been playing baseball ever since. And my father's just as hard as me in baseball as he is in boxing. So, I got, you know, my father used to hit me ground balls right from the pitcher's mound to shortstop. Every time I made that error, he used to make me take my glove off and catch it barehanded. One time we were in parade grounds. He made a ground ball. Yo, he knocked me out. Boom. And like this. I was like this.
In today's day and age, they would call that abuse. Back then, it's called coaching.
See, and now mind you.
Good coaching.
I tell my father now, I can still lock his ass up.
He'd be doing 3 to 5 right now.
He would make you hold on. No.
I can still lock his ass.
He was hitting the ground balls. It made you take your glove off to catch. Yeah. This is not a softball. This is a regular.
No, this is
the regular hard ball. This isn't like no sponge ball. This is a regular hard ball.
Yeah, with a fungal bat. You know the fungal bat where it's coming off. It's coming off like 90 miles an hour from the pitcher's mouth to shortstop. Yo, so one day I'll never forget. He hit a rocket and this was parade grounds back in the day where there's rocks and boulders. It's different now, Prospect Park and parade grounds. Yo, hit me a shot, boom, knocked me out. I was like this. I had to be like 100 degrees out. Put water on my back of my head. Yo, kid, you all right? He was going like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. He goes, all right, take your glove off. Take your glove off. I'm going to hit you. You know what I'm saying? He goes, don't be afraid of that ball. Don't be afraid of that ball.
He's right. You can't be afraid of that ball.
So my father was just as mean as in
baseball.
In baseball. Matter of fact, so my father was one of those them coaches back in the day, right? So he every team I played on, he helped coach or the assistant coach. So we were coaching. He was coaching Gil.
He's involved. He's involved.
Yeah, he's my man. Listen, I hopefully.
He didn't want you to lie to him either and say, "Oh, I did real good," and you didn't.
So what's this? So, they gave him my father Gil Hodges. It was like in McDonald Avenue in Brooklyn. So they gave him like all the bad kids from the projects. So my father had to scoop these guys up. He had Zach Marbury. He had Stephon.
Yeah, Zach. Shout out Zach. Zach was a beast.
So Zach was a better baseball player than basketball player. I swear. So my father used to pick up all these kids from the projects, right? So one day Zach spit on his hands and clapping. He was clapping all the other teams, after
shaking
the game, shaking their hands,
yeah.
right? But spit on his hands. And my father was so freaking like correctional officer. And one of the coaches goes, "Yo, he spit on his hands." And my father goes, "Yo, you did what? I pick you up. You get over here." And he backhands Zach in his chest. Boom. Because Zach was bigger than all of us. Zach was like my father's side.
Yeah.
And Zach went, and then he left. And then Steph's mom came back to the park and said, "Yo, where's Zach at?" Because, yo, he ran off. He goes, "You can't be doing that. He's only a little kid. He's only like 12, 13. So my father goes, "Yo, you know what? You're right. So we were driving all in Coney Island, going to the turn where that. You know what Zach was?
What?
Shooting basketball.
He said, "Fuck baseball."
Shooting. My father goes, "Yo, man." He goes, and that was it. Those are the days where you could just backslap. You can't do that shit now. And I would never even think about, it's different. But he was probably, my father was like, just like in boxing, like he's a lot of these guys, mentors and pops that they don't have. So my father. Your
father touched a lot of boxers.
Pause.
Like, yeah, he touched a lot of them.
Pause.
It's all right. He touched a lot of them.
Pause. Yo, so my father. So next thing you know, my father convinced me.
He put his hands on you.
Yeah. My one of my worst fights ever in life was when I gave my father a fake report card. He beat the brakes off me. Ever since that day, I never did bad in school.
Or at least you never made up a fake report card.
Boom, he hit me an uppercut. Yo.
How old were you?
I was a sophomore in high school.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say 9. I was like,
nah. This was like last week. He almost. So I did bad. I was so mind you, I was always playing baseball. Played high school baseball. And next thing you know, I failed 3 subjects. So I was living with my mom and my father, but I was saying I lived with my father since I was 13. So I was going back and forth with my mom and my dad. So my father kept asking me, "Yo, kid, where's your report card? Where's your report card?" I said, "Oh, we're getting it next week. He goes, "Yo, if I don't get your fucking report card, I'm going to your school. I'm gonna fuck you up." I was like, "Oh, you know what? We're getting it tomorrow." And then the whole thing was the whole myth was somebody could forge the report cards on the computer. That was all bullshit. So next thing you know what, I wind up just cutting the top of my friend's report card.
And putting your name
No,
on top?
I didn't even put in my name. I just cut it. I just sliced it real good. Boom. So my father got from corrections late. He goes, yo, where's the report card? And it was all crumbled up. And my father goes, oh, shit, yo, all 80s, yo, kid, you my man, yo, you the motherfucking man, yo. So next thing you know, I used to call up the correction. I was like, yo, can I speak to CO Stark? He goes, who this kid? I was like, yeah. He goes, yo, Pops told me that you got all 80s, kid. Yo, you the fucking man, kid. Yo, Stark, yo, your son, your smart ass son is on the phone. And I'm like, oh, shit, man.
When he found out the truth.
So what happened? Maybe this is another reason why I'm not really fond of Puerto Ricans on my Puerto Rican side. Sorry, BD. So
I'm Cuban.
No, listen. Oh, so you good money.
But I don't know the Puerto Ricans gonna be watching it for a certain way.
Fuck it, yo. So next thing you know it, I went to my mom's house. My mom's Puerto Rican. So my father bought me a leather jacket. I can't believe first of all, that's where he went wrong, to get me a leather jacket in the cold ass winter. I don't know why people do that.
It's a style, brother. It's a style.
Nah, that shit was bad. So next thing you know, I left my old report card in my jacket like a dummy. So my mom goes,
that's how you got caught?
Yo, my mom's she's a Puerto Rican. She's Snoop. She's a pickpocketer. So she was snooping, pickpocketing. So next thing you know, she goes, where's your report card? I want to see it. You know, being fucking, you know. And I was like, I already gave it to Dad. He goes, oh, you did? I was like, yeah. She goes, all right. Next thing you know, she goes, come downstairs. I'm almost there. She goes, I said, what's up? She goes, your father's coming to pick your ass up right now. Hold on. So he put him on the phone. My father's not working on 10.
Did she set you up? Your mom?
She lined him up.
That's what Puerto Ricans do. So Puerto Rican lined me up. So next thing you know it, my father's all the way in Center Street, right? So next thing you know it, he goes, you fucking lied to me? I said, what were you talking about? And my mom was right in the sidewalk. She goes, I got your report card, you fucking lying son of a bitch. I was like, she goes, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to fuck you up. I said, your dad, bloop. He just hung up. I swear.
How long was that?
Yo, let me just tell you something. It felt like.
How did it feel by the time he showed?
It felt like 5 minutes.
Remember that? Do you remember?
I remember. I got PTSD about it. It felt like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I'm like, my mom goes, your father's gonna fuck your ass up. And now, mind you, my mom and my dad
What's making her so happy about it, though? Why is she getting so much pleasure?
Why? Because she's a Puerto Rican.
You around the house telling jokes all day?
Because she's a Puerto Rican. That's what Puerto Ricans do.
No.
I don't know. Okay,
why is she so happy that you about to get your ass whooped?
Cause that's what Puerto Ricans do.
You had to be a fucking problem.
You know, listen, I
was a problem.
Nah. I always wanted to be with my father anyway. So next thing you know it,
yeah, he gonna be with you.
So next thing you know, he goes,
shows up.
Yo,
bing, boom, boom, bang,
I swear,
bang, boom.
It felt like it was 5 minutes. She goes, you lying son of a bitch. Your father's gonna fuck you up. I'm like, I was scared shit. I'm like, my father didn't ring the doorbell. My father, he went. Put it this way, back in those days,
ring the door, but your mom left all the doors open.
Yo, back in those days,
she was like, "Hey, the doors are open. Come right in." She left
the door open. Said, don't worry, it's open.
It's open. Just come right in.
He's in his room.
I don't even know how. And I didn't want.
And that door's open too.
So she had that screen door. She had, she lived in Staten Island. That's how I got to Staten Island. My father was still living in Brooklyn. She had that screen door. My father goes, get out right now. I said, I was like this. I didn't say nothing. Motherfucker. So he took this thing. He took the screen door. He pushed me up. He went boom. My screen door went. Yo, it was a problem. So my father beat my ass all the way from the car, all the way back home. He hit me an uppercut and
body shots mostly.
Nah, it was all headshots. My father,
he didn't care.
I felt like an inmate in Rikers.
You didn't have no cuts or nothing.
Nah, I was all cut. I was bleeding.
You was beat up.
Back in the, so when the next
so you
day
couldn't
I went
go
to school. No, I went to school.
Oh man,
they were like, "Oh shit, your father probably."
They knew.
Oh yeah, they knew. And next thing you know, I had to go to summer school, night school, summer school. I didn't fail one fucking subject after
That was the last time.
That was the ass whipping of the ass whipping.
Then it was a good ass whipping.
Yes. So next
Some ass whippings are good.
Yeah, that was a great ass whipping.
Yeah,
great
ass
whipping. That was a really,
Some people need to sit down.
It's funny when I used to go, like my mother, not my father, my mother used to beat me.
Nene?
Oh yeah, but she would beat you with like a hanger.
Yeah,
the metal hangers or the extension cord.
Yeah, that's why I think.
And that's when you had to wear the uniforms in gym class, which was your shorts and your shirt, or else you're unprepared. You get 3 unprepared, you fail gym.
Oh.
So I would have to go in without showing my legs with the whelps all over the whelps from the.
Well, you were scared like that?
No, I wasn't scared. It was I didn't see. That's where you wrong. The whelps. I just didn't. I didn't want to show the fucking the whole school that my mother's whipping my ass like that.
Wounds, baby.
So it's all good. So I would wear pants and be like, yeah, I'm unprepared today, and then I would fail gym, and then they were like, how you fail gym? I was getting ass whipped. That's how you fail gym.
How about this? Back in the day, I'm not sure if your parents did it. I'm not sure. I can't even see Poppy or Nene doing it. But my father used to whistle. He could be blocks away. Like he could be in like Queens and he whistles and I'd be all the way in Staten Island and I'm like this. Look, I hear that shit from miles and blocks away. Did your parents ever do that?
No. Have those experiences.
No, that was the ass whipping again, kid. That's the ass whipping.
No. So every
the
time
ass whipping made your senses heightened.
I was like this, so I knew Pops was coming. I knew Pops was around the corner.
And your impersonation of him, his voice is really close. It's like when I don't look at you, I really see your father.
Yeah. So next thing you know it. So I graduated high school, and I was always playing baseball. But then he convinced me or he forced me, whatever. This is when he first started. This
is the power of the ass whipping. I'm telling you, if you didn't whip your kids, this is the exact example of the power of an ass whipping, because you saying you didn't want to box, you wanted to do baseball, but he probably made you not want to play baseball.
No. I played baseball sitting there. I played. Listen, I was a good baseball player. I played college. But it was funny because I was playing baseball and I just first started boxing, and I made it to the Golden Glove Finals my first year. So my father living his dreams through me, because my grandfather wasn't a really great father like my father was. My father's all hands on. My father's my best friend, even after every ass whipping he gives me.
You felt you deserved those ass whippings.
Yeah,
In hindsight, afterwards.
Listen, being a father of 2, I can never whip my kids' asses.
You soft, boy.
Yeah, I'm soft. I put them in timeout, and that's why they don't listen to me. I said, go in timeout, and they like, No, but
Tone, don't do that, Tone.
No, don't do that. So next thing you know it, so basically he used to wake me up at 4:30 in the morning, going running. Come back, I would take 2 buses and 2 trains up to Kingsborough Community College, and then I
used to be out there selling the peanuts to raise money for your boxing stuff.
No. So next thing you know, I was going to college. I did really good at college that year because my father was paying for my tuition, and I knew I couldn't fail off college.
Especially if he's paying.
Yes, and
don't waste his money.
I was starting in junior college, and I wound up getting a partial scholarship to Western Connecticut. If I was continuing my second year in baseball, I had a really good year. But one game, my father came. He got out of work early from corrections. Got out of work. I made 2 errors, and I struck out twice. When I tell you the devil, like, my father was so disappointed in me. Like, he was like, yo, fuck, put it this way. My father was, my coach had called me, my father, the whole ride home was like this. Yo, I hit you fucking 1,000 ground ball today. That's the way you fucking embarrassed me today, Mo. Yo, he goes, fucking embarrassed. And he had the old Firebird. Remember the Firebird with the
he didn't hit you?
No, he looked at you. Look,
he wanted to.
Look, he looked at me like this.
He wanted to hit you.
I hit you fucking million ground balls. That's what I shook out twice. Yo, he was pissed. He was pissed, right? So next thing you know it, I was like, so the next day my coach purchased, he's a well-renowned, very prestigious baseball coach. He coached St. John's and St. Francis. He said, kid, I want you to come to my office tomorrow morning.
World renown's probably a little extensive, but it's okay.
Well, he's one of the best coaches at that time in baseball in New York City.
There you go. That's better.
And yeah, so next thing you know it. Well, we won the CUNY year that year for junior college, and we had a really good season. So anyway, came back. So he calls me in his office. He goes, "What do you want to do? You want to box, or you want to play baseball?" I said, I want to play baseball, coach. He goes, all right, but you have to do this one thing. If you ever want to play with me ever again. Yesterday was a bad game, but I think I know what was the problem. I said, what was that? He goes, you got to tell your father don't come to no more baseball games if you ever want to play with me again. And I said, Coach, I can't say that.
He knew that.
Yeah, Coach Price.
No, the coach knew what he's doing to you.
He knew that I didn't.
You're gonna quit? No.
What?
He knew you're gonna not play baseball.
No. He knew that if I
was like his way of getting you out of baseball.
No. It was basically telling me if I ever want to play baseball, you better tell your father to stay his ass home because he's making you nervous. He goes, because I was boxing. He goes, if you ever want to play with me, you better tell your father don't come to more games. And I said, I can't tell my father that, Coach. He goes, well, if you ever want to play with me, you got to tell your father to stay home or something like that. Because if I see him in the stands, you're not playing, and you're not playing for the year. And I went, oh, shit. So I take 2 buses and 2 trains, and I'm thinking to my father, thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, how am I going to tell my dad they can't come to no more baseball games? So next thing you know, my father opens the door. He goes, yo. He goes, I went downstairs. I went downstairs. He goes, yo. He goes, yo, you fucking suck. You fucking embarrassed me yesterday. Yo, and I went, you know what, G? You know what? Coach Purdy said you can't come to no more baseball games. He goes, what? The way you play last year, the way you played yesterday? I don't want to go to no more fucking baseball games. Dude, you fucking suck, whatever, this and that. Right? That was it.
Damn. Hold on.
So
hold on. Right. So you're telling me.
You got a lot of positive reinforcement.
Yeah. So you're telling me that's how you got out of baseball?
No,
that's how he got his dad from going to the game.
Yeah, and listen to this. That was the 3rd game. We went to win the CUNY. I batted 3, and I know my stats. 356, 15 stolen bases, only 4 errors the whole year. 2 errors was when my father came to the game. And I had a partial scholarship to go to Western Connecticut where I'm only being 115 pounds and losing in the Golden Gloves my novice year. And next thing you know it, my father, my father's a great dad. He was like, yo, how'd you do today? I said, I did good. He goes, yeah, what you do? I said, 2 for 2, and cause now I'm starting. As soon as he didn't show up to no more games, I'm starting. I was the top dude. So next thing you know, I had a great season. And then going into my 2nd year, I wound up losing in the Golden Glove this year. I only had like 4 fights. And now, mind you, my father never made it to the Golden Glove finals. That's prestigious. That's all the time greats. So all the greats that go to the finals. It's novice though. And I wind up losing. To one of the Acevedo brothers. They have a big family name in boxing. Now going to my 2nd year.
I know that name.
Yeah, so going into my 2nd year, I'm like, you know what? I got the starting position. That's it. Western Connecticut, only 115 pounds, whatever, this and that. We played at LIU, and that's a Division 1. It's not a junior college. It's Division 1. We got killed. I shook out twice, and these guys were all like Dinero side, your side. They were like 6'3". I'm like, what the fuck? I only weighed like 115 pounds.